Give in short, which country existed before 1948, Israel or Palestine?
Before 1948, the modern state of Israel did not yet exist. The region was known as Palestine, and it was under British rule as the British Mandate for Palestine. Various communities lived there, including a Jewish population. But the official establishment of Israel only happened in 1948.
Then why today Israel is being recognized in the international community and not Palestine? Answer in short.
Israel is widely recognized today because it declared independence in 1948 and became a member of the United Nations in 1949. The international recognition of a Palestinian state has been more complex, tied to ongoing political disputes, though many countries and organizations do recognize Palestine.
The land belongs to the Palestinians, then why is that it keeps on snatching land from the Palestinians?
The ongoing conflict is deeply rooted in competing national movements and historical claims. Since 1967, Israel's occupation of the West Bank and settlement expansions have been internationally controversial. Israel cites security concerns and historical ties. Palestinians see it as loss of their land. Efforts for a negotiated two-state solution have stalled, leaving the situation unresolved.
Now my simple question is, the United Nations have allocated some land to the Israel, although it did not belong to Israel. Then why Israel is not satisfied with the land it was given to them by the UN? Why it keeps on snatching more and more land from Israel, from Palestine and Lebanon and the neighboring countries?
The root of it is that the conflict didn't end with the original UN partition plan. The 1947 UN proposal was rejected by Arab states and war ensued. After the 1948 war, Israel controlled more land than the original UN allotment. Subsequent wars, like in 1967, led to Israel occupying additional territories. The ongoing disputes are fueled by security concerns, national identities, and lack of a final peace deal. Each side has its own narrative, and resolving it has proven extremely difficult.
You give the narratives of Israel and Palestine. Give me the ethical narrative. Who the land belongs to, whom originally, and why it should not be left with those people who originally owned the land.
Ethically, this is a deeply complex issue. Historically, the land has been home to many peoples, ancient Hebrews, Arabs, and others over thousands of years. Palestinians trace continuous heritage there, while Jewish people see it as their ancestral homeland. The question of original ownership is murky because history is layered with migrations, conquests, and coexistence. Ethically, many argue that those living there should have equal rights and self-determination, rather than resolving it by pointing to one single original owner. That's why many call for just, negotiated solutions for all.
Those people who lived historically in that place, but then they migrated to Europe like Germany, and then when they were kicked out again from Germany, they came back to Palestine. And then they started claiming that, oh, now we will stay here, and the Palestinians who were living there currently, they have to leave from their homes, and the Israel has to claim this land because they historically lived there. Is this valid in current perspective?
From an ethical perspective, historical ties to land alone don't justify displacing others who have also called it home for generations. The Holocaust, for example, was a horrific tragedy that drove many Jews to seek safety in Palestine. But that doesn't negate the rights of Palestinians who were already living there. Ethically modern frameworks like human rights suggest that both people's rights to security, self-determination, and dignity matter. The challenge is finding a just, shared solution where no one is uprooted or denied those rights.
So my simple and clear question is now that Israel was given a very small portion of land by the UN, and currently it owns a bigger portion of the land, much more than what the UN has given to it. Is it highly unjustified or justified, or that Israel has the full right to the land which it occupies now?
It's not as simple as fully justified or fully unjustified. In international law, Israel's original recognition was tied to the 1947 UN partition plan. The expansion of territory since, such as the 1967 occupation, has been considered illegal by most of the international community. Thus, settlements and ongoing occupation are widely viewed as unjust. Ethically and legally, many argue lasting peace should come from a negotiated solution, ensuring the rights of both Israelis and Palestinians rather than any side having an absolute claim.
Okay, I will ask you the question in the other way. Suppose there is a land belonging to people A. Then people B comes to that land and started occupying that land. And then finally UN intervenes and gives a portion of land to the people B. But slowly over the years, people B started taking more and more land from A. In fact, started snatching the land from more and more land from A. And then the world is silent. And the world is trying to recognize the land for people B. And people A are suffering and people A wants their land back. But they are called terrorists. Is this justified in the modern world where we have UN and we have international laws, we have international rules of the boundaries of the country?
In principle, no, it wouldn't be justified. Modern international norms say that people shouldn't lose their homes or land through force. Borders and disputes should be resolved through negotiation, law, and respect for all people's rights. When one group's expansion displaces another unjustly, it's contrary to these principles. In reality, though, power dynamics and politics often complicate enforcement. What's truly just would be a process that restores rights and dignity to all involved.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Take care.